Hi, welcome back to the Adventures of Becky and Kathy. As promised, the Holiday Christmas Special. Chapter 42, Becky and Kathy Go Home for Christmas. Of course, Becky and I loved Christmas. That first Christmas season in Loveland was hard. Becky always planned to head home, but having just arrived in September, I thought it was wasteful to spend all my savings to fly home for Christmas, let alone the fact that I didn't have any savings. Until that fateful moment when Bing Crosby sang over my stereo, "I'll be home for Christmas, but only in my dreams." I challenge anyone not to get a tear in their eye the first time in Christmas season when you hear that song. Even if Christmas memories do include sibling fights, overcooked peanut brittle, and arguments over hippie-length hair. At the airport these days, anybody and their dog has a support dog. Yes, even dogs have support dogs to take with them. Not so when we were young. Dogs and cats were crated and put into some sort of holding cell under the plane. And security wasn't bothered by unusual carry-on items. I don't remember why Becky thought she needed to bring her small potted plant on the plane when we first flew home for Christmas that year. But that wasn't all she carried on. She brought a fit-under-your-seat cage and Phineas. That trip home was as memorable to me as our joyously anticipated family gathering. The pinnacle of the plane ride experience came as we began our descent. "Tray tables up, please." I was in the window seat, Beck in the middle, Phineas below her feet. She had Diet DP in one hand and plant in the other. As Sacramento came into view, Beck leaned over me to get a better look at our home state. Thus dumping plant dirt in my lap, followed immediately by tipping the rest of her diet pop on top of it. A muddy mess. Oops. This short plane ride presentation is presented as a preamble to a traditional stand-up recitation. It was Stacy and Beck who started the Night Before Christmas remakes. The Smiths and Cochrans had two traditional get-togethers, 4th of July's, and sometimes, maybe once, we got together for the Smith-Cochran sing-alongs at the Cochrans. And so I give you Chapter 43, 'Twas the Week Before Christmas. 'Twas the week before Christmas when throughout the house trailer Bing sang of home, causing Kath's heart to grow paler. She had no stash money to catch a good flight. Beck said HP's savings plan would make it all right. Beck was able to get a small cage for the flight. Phineas would not be left home on this night. The attendant did offer free soda for all. Kath proclaimed a bit loudly, "Diet Pepper's our call." Smith-Cochran time to assemble for singing grew near. Beck's family gathered instruments, and the Smiths' Christmas cheer. Come Logan and Stuart and Stacy and Kevin, could it be any better? This night would be heaven. Thus, invites to Smiths, worded with love and with care, on Jerry Lee, on Elvis. Oh wait, he doesn't live there, and he's dead. Come wind or rain or sleet or snow, to the Cochrans, to the Cochrans, to the Cochrans we go. And Beck by the window, Mrs. C making tea. John forgot about the guests and was watching TV. When what noise to their wondering ears should be made but the Smiths with cake and good wine, not Boone's Farm Berryade. With Steve on piano, suffering fools he endured. Mr. C on harmonica, Soon harmony occurred. Parents and siblings, handsome Logan, my brother. Dad, with songbook in one hand, cocktail in the other. Mrs. C in her side chair with dog at her feet. Kath's mom said, "Let's jitterbug." And on the floor they did meet, without missing a beat. Becky and Kathy sampled chocolates and such. A call from their mothers, "Let's not have too much." Yes, stars twinkled bright with laughter and love on that eve. But bellies were full now, so one by one they did leave. Though it was hard to depart from each other that night, they knew Jesus had come. Their girls would be all right. And I heard someone yell as they drove out of sight, "If you ever find John, please tell him good night." Merry Christmas, everyone.